What did we learn other than the fact that the Saints are rolling, or just the fact that they're rolling and the Eagles not so much? You said they didn't even show up.
Yeah, that was mean. I mean, they got a lot of heart. They don't have the horses right now. And honestly, in the secondary, they got no bodies left. It was just affirmation for me for New Orleans. Like, if you watched that game in the late window, there wasn't a lot of competition. And it was just, you don't see teams get that badly outplayed. It was like, okay, we haven't seen Game of Thrones in a while, but It was like Drew Brees just said Dracarys, and it was just over. You know what I mean? Like, the Eagles they're waiting, and they got their swords and shields, and they hear this rummaging over the hill, and sure enough, it's just this dragon, and it's just like, it's over the second you see it. So I just look forward, who's going to take them out? Because it's going to be New Orleans. Who's going to win? We saw the Rams give it a shot. I don't know who else has the punching power right now. Maybe, I'll bring this up this way. The only way I think maybe to beat the Saints, because I don't think you can outscore them. I don't think you can win the game 49-43.
Yeah.
I think the only way to do it would be to hit Breeze all day long, and maybe it's somebody like Khalil Mack that we saw last night. Maybe that's it.
Their
That's all I got.
Good too, though.
It does.
Lattimore looked awesome up against Alshon and Co.
You know, when it comes to the NFL and how coaches approach each game, there's some unwritten rules. You know, you don't run up the score. You don't do things like college coaches do, where they kind of have to run the score up for their ranking's sake. There was a 4th and 7 in this game.
Talk about it.
And Sean Payton decided, let's just go for the jugular.
I love it.
Right here.
They're up 38-7.
Alvin Kamara on the bottom. Over the top of Mitchell. And they go for the jugular. Score the touchdown. They're celebrating. He does the Vince Carter, it's over. And I remember sitting back in the studio with Boom and Phil and Coach Cowher, and I'm like, did they just do that? And listen, whether you want to think Sean Payton is somewhat of a jerk of a head coach and he doesn't do things the right way, I love this. I love this for the simple fact that his method might be a little unorthodox, but I get it, though. It's kind of like Magneto. Like, he's a little out of control when you're watching the X-Men movies, but he kind of has a point. And when you're looking at the Saints, he's a genius. And when you're looking at these Saints team, they're young, they're brash, they're cocky. Maybe he's doing this for their own confidence. You don't want to hold back, because later in the season, in the playoffs, what happens when you pull back a little bit?
And
keep it on.
Keep it on, and they feel like there's a second wave of guys. We know that they've signed Dez, and he went down, and they got Brandon Marshall. Out of nowhere yesterday, there's a whole new crew. Traquan Smith comes out of nowhere, a 3rd-round pick. Austin Carr comes out of nowhere, undrafted former Patriot. Keith Kirkwood comes out of nowhere. Follow this graphic here. Traquan Smith, Austin Carr, and Keith Kirkwood. Career catches all combined before Week 11. They were awesome yesterday. So you're talking now about a 5th, 6th, and 7th receiver, and Brandon Marshall is still on the roster with 2 great running backs, with Ben Watson, with the best offensive line in football, and with the best quarterback in the conference. There's just waves and waves and waves and waves of offense.
It's like Kentucky basketball.
And they've got a head coach who wants to take his foot and stick it down your throat and then smash it with his feet. I mean,
That's it. I feel you.
They're savage.
It is amazing stuff, and I feel like we're still going to get tweets that are like, all the offenses are good. The Chiefs' offense is better. The Rams are better. They're really not. This is historic. You think, how often do you see a team put up 45 points 3 times in a row? I'm sure it happens pretty often. They're the 4th team to ever do it in NFL history. This is a historic team. They are right now the 2nd highest scoring offense in all of NFL history. 37.8 points a game. The Broncos did it by 0.01 points more back in 2013. Drew Brees, 28 touchdowns, 1 interception. Like, it's absolutely amazing. 77% completion percentage. It is not a great offense. It's the best offense in the NFL right now, and it's the 2nd best in NFL history.